Ollie, what are we seeing then from the campaigning in Germany?
Yeah, so listen, for the SPD, for the first acronym, the incumbent Olaf Scholz really taking his opportunity there in the parliament to really talk about what he wants to care about and what he really thinks that Germany should put into focus. What he is basically saying, Tom, is that this should never be a trade-off in Germany. There should never be a trade-off between investing in security and investing in jobs, investing in companies and investing in infrastructure, and investing in security for the country and securing pensions. These should never be trade-offs. That is really what is the big distinction between Olaf Scholz and Friedrich Merz, who is much more willing to cut parts of the sort of social welfare state. The other point that Olaf Scholz made, and is really one of the points that he's trying to run on, is that he has been a non-escalator in the war with Ukraine and Russia. He has forbidden the sort of delivery of the long-range missiles. He thinks that this is going to be a winning argument among the German population. Friedrich Merz, for his part, took a slightly different tack. Have a listen to him.
You are dividing the country. Mr. Chancellor, you are the one responsible for this controversy and for this division in Germany. This is simply no way to govern a country.
And Friedrich Merz saying that basically he will not be supporting a lot of legislation, so we're going to get a bit of paralysis as far as actually more things getting done by government over the next couple of months in what could be really another few lost months in a sort of economy that desperately needs some action.
Well, from that action, they need to release the brake, would be the argue for some. The debt brake, that seems to be at the heart of this, Ollie.
100%. That is why the government collapsed. Scholz has been talking about reforming the debt brake for some time. Robert Habeck, the economy minister, likens it to boxing with your hands tied behind your back, not just because of the difficulty within the German economy, but also because other countries debt finance all of their issues all the time, and that Germany is in a very strong fiscal position. The problem you've got is this right here, the German Constitution, Article 115 right here. It's in the Constitution that you can't borrow over 0.35% of GDP. But we have got from Friedrich Merz yesterday beginning to talk about the ability to change the debt brake and really maybe the openness to do it. We had him say yesterday that, of course, it can be reformed. The question is why and for what purpose? Tom, I'll leave you with this. Is there not a sort of irony that we had a sort of left-leaning socialist government run by Olaf Scholz that fell apart over the debt brake only to potentially elect a right-leaning conservative government that may reform it?